Mike, thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah,
we appreciate you making time today.
Hello and welcome to Afloat Podcast.
Thank you for inviting me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. This is gorgeous. It's a beautiful day outside.
Yeah, it is.
Chicago's been winning, so I'm
yes, sir.
happy to talk.
Yeah, today we're joined special guest Mike DFG, Chicago rapper. I went to high school with him. That's how we know him.
Crazy.
And we're here now.
Back at those photos today, I'm like, damn. Not too much has changed, but you know, I got a little more style to me now.
A model for Afloat in the past. The snowman hoodies, you may remember.
The first ever white do-rag DFG photo shoot.
White?
That's crazy.
Nah, it was legendary.
Good contrast. It was good contrast.
It was great contrast. What's funny is, right, I go to college with Avi.
Right.
Oh yeah, all the time. So
same collab or same drop. Now they're in college together. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Small world.
We always be bumping into each other. It's all love. It's all love.
For
Always.
Sure. How has college been for you? Like how's that all been?
Yeah.
Okay, so Columbia is actually, very beneficial. It was just like college. You know, it's like you get bored of college, but now that I'm actually starting to get into college and use it as a tool, like how it should be used, it's great. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to really worry about too much. The people there are honestly, you obviously have this some people that will spoil the bunch. But as long as you can cut yourself from them and you can actually get to your grind and stick with those people that are actually genuine, it's fucking beautiful, bro. Honestly,
that's awesome.
It's a beautiful community with the right people around you. Anything's possible. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you're studying music there?
Music business with a minor in marketing.
Okay.
So mainly, I'm taking the marketing very seriously because honestly, it'll be better to expend yourself in those areas because, music business is gonna be good regardless. But I just took that class and that major so I wouldn't be screwing myself over with labels or just signing shitty contracts or anything like that.
That's a big thing right now.
And learning how to actually operate through, record labels and knowing I'm making sure I'm ensuring the right music and dropping it in a way that I can protect myself and actually make more money than other rappers or other artists would.
Right.
So
Yeah. Do you see yourself signing to a label in the future, or?
Man, I've been thinking about that lately, and I'm just like, honestly, no. It's it's more opportunity to make it independently. If anything, I'll do like a distribution deal or like a publishing deal or something like that.
Right.
But never actually signing to a label unless it's maybe PG Lang. I'm like, honestly, I don't consider myself a Dreamville artist. If I was to sign to any actual artist, it would be Kendrick.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because the way that him and Keem drops, every time they drop is like today, for instance, this nigga double down on Drake. Every time they drop is monumental. Then they can go however long they need to go without dropping music. And people are okay with that because they know the next time they drop some shit, it's astronomical.
Right.
So honestly, if anything, I would sign to PG Lang. If anything. But other than that, I'd rather just stay independent because it's not bad at all either. But
with the internet, I feel like that's a real thing.
It's just more about how much you want to work and how much you want to put into yourself and how much you actually want to bet on yourself and just put the work in. It's no shortcuts. It's all about consistency and hard work. And connections. That's what I say. Connections is the best thing you can make in this world. It's all about networking and learning how to sell yourself. Once I found out how to learn how to sell myself, shit has gotten so much easier to connect with people and actually putting shit together. And it's better with a village rather than just you because obviously if it's just you're more inclined to burn out. I've been victim of that. Burning out early and you don't want to do anything. So with that, you can shift the projects off to other people who are willing and able to, and more than happy to. But they know and you know that this is a team effort, and teams win championships.
Yes, sir.
What's this golf? That's pretty much,
Yeah. No, for sure. You mentioned it before, but with Kendrick doubling down, like, how do you feel about like the rap beef that's going on right now?
Kendrick is winning. Yeah. and I mean this because I studied this shit. I grew up off rap battles, so that shit, people don't understand what Kendrick did to Drake. Because they're looking at this shit like, oh, what sounds better? What beat is better?
Right. Yeah, it's not about that.
I'm listening to the lyrics as if there's no beat. And that's how, honestly, I listen to music sometimes. Yeah. Like, even with my own shit, right? You gotta listen to that shit without a beat. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm listening to this, considering what Drake had just, like, released, and I'm listening, and I'm like, oh, he's battle rapping on beat. He's not even really rapping. Like, the beat is just there. Obviously, you need a hard beat, whatever, right? Yeah. Cardo did his thing. I love that dude. I need a beat from him, actually. But the thing is, if you can take off the beat and you listen a cappella,
right?
Kendrick murdered that nigga. Yeah. Drake is calling him a pipsqueak and he's relying on the beat. Hence why they had to change the beat from the first 2 versions of that diss track before they dropped it on all plats.
Right.
Because they sampled Tupac Hit 'Em Up.
Right. And then
you know all. See, but no. Yeah. And then that fucking weak ass AI diss track.
Right. Yeah. It shows.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Knowing damn well Kendrick.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And now Kendrick just murdered him twice.
Yeah.
Also, I got a new tat. This is my 3rd album. Before I even drop it,
I'll show the camera.
It's more of a dedication thing, so I can make it to this album and then drop it. Who knows where it's coming from?
Yeah.
Sick Parvis Magnum. Shout out Uncharted. If you know, you know. Greatness from small beginnings. So that's really what it was. I was thinking about maybe this is my first album, but I'm like, the way that my life is right now, this other album has to come first. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So you just dropped your second, right?
I dropped EP.
That was an EP. Okay.
Yeah. Blind of Fire. A lot of people has been saying that's an album. I'm like,
okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how you classified it.
No. I'm loving it because it's like it gives it that album feel, but it's just like,
it definitely does.
It's not though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of that was just like random songs that I had did.
Right. Really?
Like 2 Shots and S Tier was actually supposed to be slotted for the summer.
Okay.
Godsend was supposed to drop earlier this year in like January, February when it snowed.
Yeah.
Not the One was like always supposed to be on there as the intro.
Yeah.
Fortunate was always supposed to be on there.
That's a banger.
I love that song so much. We're actually gonna shoot a video for that very soon. So if you want to be in a video, just let me know.
Man, you might have to get this guy.
For sure. Bro. I'm like
throwing some money and shit.
And then we got Handle Your Business. That song was around the same time I had started doing Common Sense about 2 years ago. So it was like that because it's the same producer. I found them at the same time. So I was like, shit. I needed to drop that. And then on Phonem, one of my favorite fucking songs of that project.
Yeah, that shit was hard. Man.
I'm like, if I perform this shit live in the right crowd, we're good. We're going, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And that's one of my favorite songs, verses wise as well. It's just beautiful.
Yeah,
definitely. Like, I love that project so much.
Yeah.
I actually got inspiration from this artist called Huey Dynamite.
Okay.
He's a black artist. So I saw a picture of like his artwork, and I was like, what if I take that idea and actually do it with my face on it? Because like, they did some crazy shit as of late, like with life and shit, like crazy car accident due to somebody else's insecurity and shit. It's just like one of those situations where it's like, I'm blessed to be here.
Yeah.
So it's just like, damn, I need to actually take my life very seriously, because like, it felt great knowing to be here and seeing all of my hard work starting to pay off now. Because like, shit I'm doing back then is starting to catch up now.
Right.
And it's starting to actually come to the forefront of like being able to reap what I sow.
Yeah.
And actually enjoying the fruits of my labor. So it's just like, damn, it's beautiful seeing that. Line of Fire is honestly one of my favorite. It's not honestly. It's the favorite project in my discography right now. It's so much beautiful music out of that.
Yeah, very it goes many different places. Like it shows your versatility. I feel like in rap, where you can do
that's
something.
Only the EP.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. It's only
more
the
coming.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys know first. I got some shit coming in later this year.
Okay.
I'm dropping the album later this year.
Alright.
I'm not gonna say the month yet, but people who know me knows my favorite season, and then once that season comes through, it's up.
And that's what the Tad is? The third album?
This is the third album.
Oh, so this is the second one.
First album.
Oh no, this is your first album.
The first album drops this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you gotta line up like that.
Blue Squares is more like a mixtape.
Blue Squares was definitely a mixtape back in high school, man. Shit, I wasn't even gonna talk about that. But no, Blue Squares is honestly, it for some reason, it's like if Miles took music seriously. And I love Miles. He's a meme rapper. This shit is funny as hell. Yeah. So every time I see Miles, I just like, damn, Blue Squares. I did that with Blue Squares before it blew up. But I love that avenue still blew up because it shows that you cannot go wrong with music.
Right.
Because it's an audience for everybody.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm just happy, bro. Like that's some of my best music ever, bro.
And the production you were rapping on was great too.
Yeah, the production was really.
That's why it took so long. I even pushed it back because I added Godsend. I added 2 Shots, and I added S Tier freestyle. So those 3, I pushed the album back for. But really, if I'm being up, I said the album,
the EP.
Yeah, I didn't push the EP back. I pushed it back a week, even though I ain't gonna lie, I announced that shit. And none of the songs were done. So
it shouldn't be like that.
So 4 days before it dropped, I locked it for 3 days. I submitted it 4 days before it was supposed to come out, just praying and hoping that shit dropped on time. And crazy enough, it did.
Yeah. It's like you set a deadline for yourself.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
I had to lock it in for 72 hours. So I was like, okay, let's test this to see if they actually want new music. I'm like, damn, all these comments. I'm like, all right, now I actually got to drop music. All right, 4 songs wasn't enough. Let's do 7. My photographer, Ivan, shout out my boy. That's my main shooter. He was like, bro, you'd be crazy to not put this song and this song on there and this song on there. I'm like, you right. Let me just put this like a compilation EP, but the way that it fits, you would never know that those songs were never intended. It feels like one project. It was never intended to be all one. It was supposed to be like single here, single here, single here.
Right.
But the people that stream my music loves my projects, which is crazy in this day and age because a lot of people don't like projects.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the singles. A lot of people don't have the mental span. But now we're starting to go back. Yeah. And like people are like, okay, where's your project? When is it coming?
Yeah.
When is this? Like Common Sense was a big song. It was a 4-minute song. That shit felt like a project in itself. It took 2 years to come out, and I'm so glad. Shout out Nate. Shout out westside. Y'all know the vibes. All that shit, bro. It just felt great to have that song off of my checklist because I would perform that, and it would not be out for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's just beautiful to see all of this shit coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes time, man. I think that's also beautiful, like having that story of like the song that took 2 years, and I'm sure there's other songs that will take longer, and it's just like that, but like that process. What is your kind of, if you can get into it at all?
My process?
Your process of creating and making music. Do you kind of, how do you kind of go about creating?
Okay, so what I do now, I'm gonna get into the technicalities, So I hear a beat, I'll instantly start freestyling. What I'm starting to do now, I actually have like multiple, like hundreds of freestyles on my phone for like, I record it on Snapchat, just set my phone up and I just freestyle in the car, whether it be like me DoorDashing or Instacart. Yes, I Instacart or DoorDash. That shit make bread, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You
gotta have a hustle, bro. If you're an artist, you gotta have a hustle, bro. Gotta get your money so you can put it into yourself, so you can make money off your art.
No shame in that.
No shame in that, bro. Honestly. So what I do is that, and then sometimes I'll go home and then I'll do a reference, sit on the reference for like a week or however long, And then I'm like, okay, I hear more and more, lyrics start to formulate.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay.
Knock it out. I mix and master everything myself, so I really don't have to worry about going to a studio to get recorded or anything like that. Not knocking it, it's just like I'm still kind of very particular on how my voice should sound.
Right.
So I'm like, nah, people used to this. Let me actually do this.
Right.
Like my voice fluctuates from time to time. So if my voice sounds like this on a Tuesday and I try to get that same voice on the Tuesday that I did on Friday.
Yeah. Very different. Yeah.
It's very different. Now I'm starting to actually get that.
Yeah.
That actual feeling. So, and that's just honestly with trial and error, and it's been beautiful. So it's just like, sometimes, like with Loose Squares, I freestyled that whole shit. I didn't even have to write. Line of Fire, I took this shit very seriously. Yeah. I went with the vision first, then the music came after, but the music still fit the vision perfectly. Right. So I just didn't have to rush. I had to be in my own little world for that. Now with this album, same thing. With features, I don't rush features. I don't charge for features. I don't do anything like that. It's just beautiful to have my art out there. Especially if I fuck with your music, I'm not gonna charge you for no feature, bro. Yeah. Like, come on now. Like certain shit like that. Now, thought about charging for mixing. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know yet, but I might. But honestly, I like having time to myself sometimes.
Right.
Just playing video games, go hooping, drive around, road trips, shop, like shit like that. Honestly.
Facts. No, but that is also, I think that's also, there's something so beautiful to creating, like doing your own mixing and mastering too, because you learn that like, instead of handing it off to someone else, you're learning more about the music industry, and you're just, further like developing your own brand and just all of that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. Bro. I used to be a producer, but I realized I was too much of a perfectionist to do that. So I switched it out for mixing and mastering.
Okay.
And recording.
Yeah.
So how do you like? You said you hear a beat and then you start freestyling. Where does the beat come from? Like, do you have certain producers that you work with, or?
It don't come from the U.S. I know that. I've honestly outsourced a lot of my producers. A lot of my producers, I kind of gatekeep a little bit.
Right.
Because I don't want people getting to the beats before I do.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's just fair enough. But honestly, when I'm creating, I don't want to have to think about, oh shit, they said this, and I love music, so if I'm listening to your music and I hear a sample, I'm like, shit, I can't interpolate that. I don't want to interpolate. I want to make something creatively like authentic and also original. There's just a lot of unoriginal shit. Like, honestly, I can't do that. So I get my shit from like Italy, South Africa, Spain, Milan. I got a producer even in Canada too. So,
wow. Yeah. I never would have guessed. That's all from all over the place.
Except I got one beat. He came from Memphis. Like, he's Tennessee. He's still hard as hell, bro.
Yeah.
He came out of retirement, so I'm happy about that. Shout out Fuck Low-Key. He made the No Time beat for my first tape. So yeah, like Scorpio, I don't really care. I'm not even gonna just gatekeep. Scorpio, he made Common Sense. He made Handle Your Business. He made S-Tier freestyle. Like, a lot of that shit. Yeah. Scorp got that shit, man. But yeah.
How do you find a lot of these producers? Are you just kind of like
BeatStars?
What's that?
BeatStars, YouTube.
Okay. Yeah.
I just go down the list. But now it's starting to get to a point where like some of my homies be like, "Hey, bro, I heard this beat. You know, something crazy on it," or I'm still sitting on beats and I'm just like taking my time with
developing. Yeah.
And it's just beautiful because now it's starting to come out exactly how it's supposed to sound. Mm-hmm. So I don't rush the creative process at all no more.
Yeah. No reason to.
No. Yeah. That's a big thing. That's a big thing for us too. Is like if we're designing something and we don't feel like it's like just right yet, then like we don't rush to put it out. We just think about it. Let it marinate until we think of how to do it right.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. Just letting music sit. Yeah. And then it ages like fine wine.
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I see much of that the same in designing clothes too. It's just like, it just allows so much more time to pass, so much more thoughts to kind of like
Yeah, no.
You can think on it more. You just there's so much more thought to it.
Like with my music, I'm like starting to hit milestones because people now are starting to go back into my old discog and was like, holy shit, this song is crazy. I'm like, that song dropped like 3 years ago. Thank you for still listening, but I'm just like, shit. I didn't know people actually do deep dives in discogs because I know I do it, but a lot of people nowadays, they're just looking for the popular hits and just
try to find the stuff. Yeah,
exactly. But knowing that people actually give a fuck about the art now, it's starting to become more of a renaissance now. It's so beautiful. Honestly, I'm just happy.
Yeah, no, definitely. I am curious though too. Like, what what influences kind of like if you have in your
all right. I've been waiting for this question for so long. Alright, I'm gonna give you all of my influences. I'm on a podcast. Alright, all of my shit. Alright, from top to bottom. Yeah. Chief Keef. Yeah. Project Pat. JPEG Mafia, Tyler, the creator, Travis Scott, Lil B, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, Tame Impala, Gorillaz, Soulja Boy, Mac Miller, Missy Elliott, X and Ski, obviously R.I.P. X, Paris, Texas, Juice. Juice had inspired me to like really take freestyling like very seriously. That man was a madman. Listen, bro. Kenny Mason, cool. AG Club, Zach Fox. It's not. Zach Fox more of like he can go from acting to comedy to music to just doing anything he wants to, and it just works for him.
And it's like you mentioned before, with just like there's an audience for everything in music.
Exactly.
Like Zach Fox makes some crazy stuff.
I miss the Cave so much. R.I.P. Snot, I gotta get a song with him. Snot, Lil Yachty's been going crazy lately. Deftones, Freddie Dredd, Jaden Smith was a very big artist in my but like one of those number ones, gotta say Baby Keem and Kendrick.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, it's just been beautiful. And also I gotta shout out Cole Bennett. He's been doing a lot for the culture lately, honestly. He brought back Chief Keef for like the first time in 12 years.
That's wild, bro. Are you going to Summer Smash?
Of course, bro.
You can't miss that.
If I miss that, I'm gonna shoot myself. And that wasn't even the answer I was gonna say. I was gonna say, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life, but that shit came out. Shit, alright.
Nah, for real, bro.
That thoughts just came the fuck out. Hey, alright. Hey, man, that's real shit though.
What up, bro? Okay, so I was gonna tell him, but I was in the car I was on my way back here today, and I was listening to Can You Be My Friend?
Oh.
And I was like, bro, what are the chances that he does this at fucking Summer Smash? Probably slim to none.
Maybe.
But I would really fucking love to hear Can You Be My Friend? Like, he's gonna play all the other ones.
He gotta come out to Bitch Where.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. If he comes out the Bitch Where, we're gonna have like a level 5.
We're gonna have to find you, bro. We're gonna be there.
Yeah,
we're gonna be there. Honestly, fuck it. We're gonna make a group chat. We're gonna pull up 50 deep, even though we all gonna get lost. Because this shit better sell out. If it don't sell out, I'm disappointed in Chicago.
There's gonna be so many motherfuckers that you're just gonna know in that crowd that day. Like, you're just gonna look and everywhere you're gonna see, like, just see motherfuckers there. Everyone's gonna be there.
Oh man.
Like, how are you not gonna be there?
Especially with Chicago now, bro. Chicago's been blowing up and everything, man. Like, we're starting to get our due diligence. Like, obviously, like we're the best city.
Yeah, we are.
LA is overrated.
Yeah.
New York's been having that come up too. I ain't got to shit on New York.
New York's overrated.
New York's they're going crazy.
Yeah.
But Cali is definitely overrated.
Cali's overrated as fuck.
Texas is a cool third.
Yeah.
I would move down to Texas and just live there if I didn't love Chicago so much.
Yeah,
no property taxes.
Texas, and I think Atlanta.
Went to Austin for
South by
Southwest.
Oh really?
How was that? It was so beautiful. It was like eye-opening because it was like I drove down there instead of flying. So it allows you to have more memories in your bank.
Yeah,
so you don't have to really worry about it. Yeah. I saw like cows and horses and shit. And then I saw like their downtown compared to ours, when it's like Austin feels like Chicago, and then it has like this weird dichotomy of everything. Like water, trees. You have like some random animal. Niggas on horses.
Like, it's Texas,
It's Texas. I'm like, damn. hey, and I gotta give it up to Whataburger, bro. Yeah, Whataburger slap. I was damn sure not eating McDonald's. Free Palestine. Like, bro, Whataburger fries hit that spot. They got some crazy shoestring.
I forgot that's a big thing down there. Whataburger.
Have you
I didn't try In-N-Out.
You think
it was down there too.
Oh yeah, you think In-N-Out?
What's the comparison?
Whataburger over In-N-Out.
I like In-N-Out.
Whataburger over In-N-Out.
Low-key overrated.
Yeah,
I thought it was
like, that's what I'm saying.
Bad, but it's just like
In-N-Out is LA in a burger.
I mean, being from the Midwest, I feel like you just hear.
Sorry, LA. I know y'all probably don't cruise me. Whatever.
You just hear so much about In-N-Out, and then it's like it's a decent spot, but it's so much hyped up in your mind.
There's so much better spots too. We're shooting a video for Common Sense. This is like scene 5 out of like what 9?
Oh really?
Oh, God, I love this video so much. Good Lord.
So what goes into shooting the music video?
This is like my first, it's like my year, we were like in year 4 now of making music consistently. Like Year 5 will be in December, like my 5-year anniversary will be in December. Like, what's that, 17? Yeah, damn. Because I started this shit in sophomore year of high school.
Oh wow, okay.
At Lane, So at first I was going to be a fucking, video game designer, like a computer software engineer type shit, real nerd shit, real money shit. I was like, the fuck? I hate coding. God damn. This shit was boring. My ADHD was kicking my ass, man. I was like, no, I can't do this. Saw the class list. Hip hop and world drumming. Shout out Mr. C. I would not be a rapper if it wasn't for him. Because when I took that class, pandemic happened in March. This man hand delivered me a microphone during the pandemic in the hood. He's a white man. You gotta understand this shit.
No, shout out.
This man is honestly, he's always been like, yo, all right, what do you need help with? I'm like, yo, I'm stuck on how to fucking loop this sample and getting this sample quantized and all this shit, or just being like with my mixing and taking that seriously, like, oh, okay, what can be done a little bit better, or if there's any room for improvement. And he's been still tapped into my music. He'll play my music and like bring me up as an artist that you reference in class. And I'm like, bro, I just graduated like 2 years ago. I'm barely an alumni. Like I was just here, but I'm starting to like see that, and then like I'm still having a name at my high school. Not like peaking or anything, but it's just like, it's still nice to know that people still fuck with your music like that. So it's just beautiful to see. And it's just like, damn. Like Collider Fest 1 was 2 years ago yesterday. So it was just like only 2 years, but it felt like that shit happened ages ago. So it's just like, fuck. It's nice to see all of this happen. Like, even when February rolls around, someone always puts me on the board of like some of your favorite African American artists, and I'm like, damn, it's beautiful to see that still, and like, honestly, man, it's just beautiful. And I'm thankful for that, truthfully.
Fuck yeah, man.
I did want to ask you on the Line of Fire EP, you mentioned the West Side a lot. And I feel like that wasn't like a big thing on like your past projects. Like what
and I'm so sorry, not to get you off, but I heard that shit too. And I was like, I don't feel like a lot of people, at least like from like music that I've heard, like in terms of Chicago based, I haven't heard a lot of people shout out West Side like that.
Fuck. There's a lot of South Side niggas. I love my South Side niggas. I live out South now. But DFG is West Side as fuck. That's where I got my drive from. That's where I got my hunger from. I went to Gregory. Like, I lived right across the street from my old grammar school type shit. Like, my whole family was on the West Side. Like, everything was just West Side.
Yeah.
Obviously, you get your trauma from, losing family members to gun violence, shit like that. All of that came from the West Side. It helps you, like, I was desensitized from like violence and shit at a young age. So you really don't have time to really be a kid. Obviously, I was a kid still. You know, I just stayed in the house and played video games, and that's where my love for video games came from, because it helped me not be in that lifestyle that other people were.
Yeah. And
it helped me also take school seriously, and that's how I ended up at Lane, bro. Like, I was salutatorian in my fucking graduating class. It was like the only one that went to a selective enrollment school.
Wow. Yeah.
So it was either Lane Tech, Curie, or Manly. That goes to show how many opportunities like black youth in Chicago have. I was a CPS baby, Chicago Public Schools, man. Yep. I still got to tap back in with my principal and let her know, like, thank you. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like kind of a troublemaker, but then I wasn't, because they know I will only be a troublemaker if I was bored, because I finished my work early. Right. It was like one of those. I'm like, the fuck, 2 times 2, 4, nigga. Let's wrap this up. Come on, man. 12 times 12, 144. Learned that shit in first grade. Yeah. That's how it was. It was like, damn. But now it's like, Gregory also gave me like that love for music, freestyling in lunchrooms. Like, that's where that stemmed from. Yeah. And then, like, shout out Q, my brother, Westside. We were like, man, look, we might as well try it out. And then that's how we started. Because then it was just like, fuck it, we'll just try to put some shit out and see how it translates. And now we're starting to really get nods from people that, like, actually give a fuck about the music. Yeah. So now it's just like, shit. So me putting Westside in there, because obviously I got like a couple of ad-libs. Yeah. I was like, I don't have a real ad-lib that's like significant to me. So I was like, what can I say as a fucking ad-lib that's original? Yeah. Nobody, well, I've heard my homeboys, Omni, say Southside, and Suicide Boys say Northside. Right. Nobody said Eastside, but specifically, no one said Westside. So I was like,
that's your thing.
Okay, let me try this shit. Westside, no. Westside. And I was like, ooh, okay, go. Let's time this out, because I got you ready, let's do it. I got the you digs, I got the yes, and I got all that shit, right? I got the go and all that shit, but I'm like, I need an ad-lib that stick to me. Yeah. And then Westside Ho for 2 shots, that shit went nuts. I was like, God Lord, I can't wait to perform that shit live. Yeah. Oh my God, bro. Yeah. And then it was just like, all right, let's see how this sounds on, like, to other people's ears, and that's just like some of their favorite shit to hear. Also, I gotta say it before I forget. I love my side so much. Shout out Kai Crusade, shout out CCBKE, shout out Anari, shout out Q, shout out all my niggas from the West Side really putting this shit together. We are very mighty in small numbers. I ain't gonna lie. It's a whole lot of South Side niggas. Oh, man, I love them too, bro. Like, I love Chicago as a whole. It's not even no West Side versus South Side shit. Like, the city's starting to come together. It's like we out of that crabs in the barrel mentality, bro. Oh my God, they used to kill us for so long. Now, starting to band together and really get this shit rolling.
Yeah. It's 2 Northsiders talking to a Westsider.
Exactly, right? Yeah, like we fuck with the Northsiders too.
Everyone hangs.
Oh God, East Side, downtown, Hyde Park, all that. Yeah, we really going crazy now. Chicago, give us our props.
Listen, man, really quick. I know you gotta get out of here soon, but I want to do fits really quick because you have some really lit shit on.
I think you need to show type shit. Okay, so let's put this shit on. Yes, sir. I was gonna wear my do-rag today, but I was like, nah, I got hair now a little bit.
Not the white one,
But yeah, like the black one, you know what I'm saying? So pants came straight from H&M. These are normally like my work pants. Shout out New Balance. I need some New Balance. I gotta buy some more kicks.
Yes, sir. New Balance is fire.
I just stole some shit and it was just like, let's go. Yeah. Fucking day job. Shout out Wildcard. Forgotten fucking Angels, man. Yep. They gave me like this for when I was they gave me this shit for the Line of Fire show to perform in, and they gave me this to perform at the South by Southwest show for free. They always hook me up. I love them. Yeah, man. I'm just so glad to finally be cute enough to model. Because I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man, it's starting to get up there. So,
for sure.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
We had you modeling senior year.
Yeah, shout out to Afloat. It was the first ever brand that ever, like, you know, made me throw on a hoodie and was like, hey, you want to model? I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Like, you know? And then Von Hum Clothing. Shout out my boy Emmett.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, I still got to post that reel of, like, that What You Need video shoot. That's crazy. That does have a video. Damn, I got to post that. Probably when it's, like, it's release date or some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Well, listen, bro. We appreciate you coming on today.
Of course, bro.
Listen, man. Thank you so much again for just coming in and hanging, bro.
Thank you for your time.
Anytime, bro.
If you have any plugs, you want to
plug any follow Mike _DFG on Instagram, but really follow my brand, Bigger Than the City on Instagram. All one word. It's gonna be nothing but Chicago culture, playlists, events, interviews. We're all winning this year. I'm not playing around. And then follow social _ introverts. That's been my fucking collective since high school. Got Nate, got Matt, got Tony, got Danelle, got Sophie, got Lassie, got everybody. Got Jesse, got everybody in there, bro. This has been like my family for a while, bro. And it's just crazy finally being able to put this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just follow that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you on the flip side.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Check
them out.
West side. Yeah, but yo, it was a pleasure being here, honestly.
Yeah, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming through.
Anytime. Follow Afloat Clothing.
Thank you.
You got that. Yes, sir.
Look,
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Spot.